The Book of Songs, also known as the Classic of Poetry, was compiled between the 11th and 7th centuries BCE, and is one of the five classics traditionally said to have been written by ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius himself. It is a collection of 305 poems that can be split into 160 airs of the states, 105 hymns, and 40 eulogies. The airs of the states are mostly comprised of folk songs that represent the voice of the people, and that often speak of feelings of love, soldiers' way in combat, farming and housework, and political satire and protest. The hymns and eulogies sections mostly contain longer songs for sacrificial practices or aristocratic banquets. These poems, songs, and stories brought together the people as a way of representing the beliefs, experiences, and understandings of many different types of people from different cultures, regions, and across dialects. This was particularly useful during the Zhou Dynasty, as it served as an aid for the people to gauge an application of their mandate of heaven, a philosophical concept designed to evaluate the legitimacy of a ruler, and also what would be considered a violation. Essentially, it functioned as a representation of the people's values. These poems remain today as part of the five classics of Chinese Confucianism, which were massively influential at the time and drew many people to similar schools of thought and of questioning authority. The Book of Songs is a staple of Chinese history, particularly during the Zhou Dynasty, giving a voice to the Chinese people of the time and somewhat cataloging the common practices of the time periods. From a global perspective, it was a major part of a very important development in philosophical thought. This new development created a new way that the kings and ruling class interacted with their subjects, deepening the political aspect of rule, because the people now reserved a right to revolution of sorts. If the rulers were unfair or unreasonable, they were subject to scrutiny that they had not truly been before. They may even lose their position or be overthrown. The Book of Songs is not unlike the modern music industry. Many of the songs and poems recorded in the Book of Songs were criticisms of government, love songs, or aristocratic banquet songs, similar to the division of genres today, with songs of different genres and of different artists, hitting many of the same ideas. This source works as a great representation of the shared experiences, commonality, and connections of the Chinese commoners at the time, which is important because the working class is often overlooked in favor of the rich throughout many historical records.